Syam Anupom is the founder of TimeTackle, a Y Combinator funded startup that helps top executives and teams to help optimize their time using analytics, machine learning, and automation. Previously, he led teams in data and machine learning infrastructure and distributed systems at Netflix, Evernote, and the Walt Disney Company. He's a graduate of North-South University, shout out to NSU, as well as the University of Illinois. And he's also one out of 3 Bangladeshi founders or Bangladeshi origin founders in this session of Y Combinator. So good to have you, Syam. Thank you so much for joining us.
Focusing on SEO, but SEO is tricky, right? Because it takes years to build that reputation, literally years. So I would say probably if I were, the reason I could actually wait years to is because I didn't have any expectation, right? But for a startup, like if you are actually doing it full time, or if you are actually planning to grow it quickly, I think the expectation, you cannot actually wait 2 years. And that's also like, there is no guarantee that you will get enough traffic through that, right? So, but once you get some SEO juice, like what we call, like you can actually start looking at the keywords that people would search. Probably for you, people would search like, okay, mock-up tool, right? But that is probably hyper competitive. So what you want to do is try to find related keywords, like say mock-up tool for artists. I'm just making it up, right? Or automatic mock-up tools, right? So, or something that is relevant to your product, but not exactly the keyword. So they are called long tail keywords, right? So you try to find those keywords, like even if you can target like 5, 10, 20 of those, you will get enough incoming traffic. And then you can build from there. But that's like at least 1 year, at ideally 2 years. So that's like the timeline, right? And the other channels you can do is, I would say, the organic channels are content marketing, right? So you can actually, but we, as I said, like social and all those, like we didn't get much there. What other organic channel you can do? The other thing you can do is like, okay, just go find those people and ask them to actually use your product, right? So maybe you can start doing that. I think for you, like, the product, if I get it right, it's more like Miro, right? Yeah, you are muted, I think. It's still muted. Anyway, so I think for you, longer term, you'll have to find some initial users. And then if your product can actually grow automatically, which is product-led, right? Not really marketing-led, then you would get a lot of organic growth too. Okay.
I'm cognizant that we've got 10 minutes left. So I'll just kind of ask 2 questions, right? So one is just from the Y Combinator side, my understanding was they don't like sole founders, but I guess that might be different now. But what did they like about you? What did they not like about you when you applied?
They don't like solo founders, that's for sure. And I also don't like solo founders, to be honest, right? Because it's really hard to grow because you have a big bottleneck. There is no way. Just think about a computer, right? So would you buy a computer with 1 CPU now, or buy like something with 2 CPUs or 3, or at least maybe more, right? But that's something they didn't like. Thing that they didn't like is that, like, the thing that they did like is the revenue. The things that they did like is it was all done on the side. The background, like if someone's coming from FANG, they would probably they really appreciate it. Like they didn't believe that I will quit my job. So they said like, okay, they said like, yeah, talk to us after you quit your job. So when I interviewed, they said like, okay, sorry, we want to get you in, but we won't because you are currently employed, and we don't think, we only will accept you when you are done with your job. And like, anyway, I'm going to quit. So I'll let you know when I'm done. So that's how it worked. What else? I think I was looking at a comment somewhere. Sorry. Is to scalar. Yeah,
might have been Rashad, right? What's next after the Y Combinator?
Yeah, serendipity, of course, right? So I think serendipity There is a I think podcast where if you know Naval Ravikant, he talks about luck and different kind of lucks. So you will have to be lucky, but to be lucky, you will have to be there to be lucky, right? So you'll have to put you out. Like say, I would not get into Y Combinator if I would not apply, right? I would not get into Tripart Labs if I would not write blog post. A lot of people would not do those prerequisites. And if you don't, then you are by default going to be unlucky, right? So, so you lose 100% of the shots that you don't take, right? So you just keep taking shots. Some of them will hit. Like there are, of course, like tens of other shots that I have taken that didn't work out. And sometimes you don't even expect something. Yeah.
Right. What were the biggest kind of takeaways or things you found useful about the program, in terms of your business, and what things did you not find as useful?
I think the biggest one is that group, right? So the section you are put into, you get to learn like how other founders are thinking about problems, what problems they are having, sort of like an honest discussion where people can actually go and talk about the problems they are facing. It goes very quick though. And honestly, I think if I didn't have enough time to actually think, because this is what happened, just for the timeline, right? January 8th was the last day for me at Netflix. January 5th was when YC started. So YC started even before I quit my job. On January 3rd, I told them on December 23rd or something, I told them like I already gave my resignation letter, right? So what people usually I would say should do is like at least take 1 month of pre-YC prep. For me, I was after I got in, and then I didn't know, like when I got into YC they told me on January 3rd, I think evening, I didn't know like that it's starting from tomorrow. So, so I wish I had. So I'm probably not I can tell you like hundreds of things that didn't work for me, but things that worked. I probably like if someone in this participant list when they would get in, I can at least tell them like, don't do these things.
It just reminds me of like applying to colleges, right? Like some people spend months, and then some people just do it the night before, and then it kind of works out.
And then you were right. And that's bad. So don't do it. At least take 1 month of pre-YC prep, because that will actually set you right up for success in YC. Everyone knew what is the end target they want from YC. I'm like, I just had my last meeting in January 8th, Friday evening. I just returned my laptop, and then I was doing all day meeting with Netflix folks, because we were doing this knowledge transfer right after holidays, right? And I was like, I don't want YC now, because I want to because I'm already burned out, because I was also running the product on the side. So my plan was that I will quit the job, take at least 2 weeks of break, so that I set the right mindset. And that is what I'm doing now, actually. You need to actually, I mean, this is my perspective. You need to get into this incubation period. Otherwise, like if you just keep going wherever direction, like things are pushing you to go, like you get to somewhere you may not like.
And then what are those priorities for you now, right? Are you fundraising? Is that what you're focused on, or what's the focus right now in the business?
We did the fundraising before YC demo day. So usually what companies do is after demo day, they do the fundraising, because that's when they get the best valuation. That's when they can actually get a lot of competition among the investors. And for me, all the investments TimeTackle got was before demo day. So we got from a couple of VCs, one VC actually, and then one angel, and then he just doubled down. And then I think we have enough to get us 2 million. The thing is that we did talk to a few other VCs during the batch though. And funnily, all those VCs, they didn't come through YC. They either came to my personal channel or they found me somehow through LinkedIn or something.